Nelsonville-York is not looking past this game at Benton County next week. You know they're going to a little bit, but they better have this game focused first.
I guess I really would doubt the Buckeyes would look past this. Has always been a big rivalry. Plus, they did not play well over at Miller in that first half last week, so I'm sure they
did not play well, and they didn't play long.
I'm sure they're hungry to play football.
Low kick, picked up at about the 20. Number 41 with the ball, and he will be taken down right at the 24-yard line. That's number 41, Robbie Cooper, a fine running back for Trimble.
Stop by 45, Jeff Bickley for the Buckeyes. Trimble.
Brady Trace brings his troops to the line. Backs in the eye. Limo to this side of the field. Trace back to pass. And he throws it over the middle, and it is picked off, I believe, by number 54 of the Buckeyes, Mike Warren. And it is. And that was a nice interception. Brady had a lot of heat on that one, Jim, and I think his receiver just stopped, and Warren stepped in front of the ball. So the Buckeyes with an early break, and I'm sure Coach Ferris won't like that. J.D. Shaw and Clay Watkins on this side of the field, backs in the eye. Roby on the keeper. And he'll be taken down after a short game. I believe that was number 8, Josh McClellan. Looks like we'll give Ben about, say, Jim, 2.
Josh McClellan always gives a solid effort to Coach Ferris.
On the play, 2nd down and 8.
This kid's a good player. Glass the lone back. Watkins in motion for the Buckeyes. Roby pitch back to Glass. And he is nearly stopped, gets away, lose one tackler. Looks like it was McClellan he got away from.
By number 41,
Robbie Cooper on the stop. He'll get up close to the first down. Looks like he'll be stopped about a yard or two shy. But a nice job that time. Looked like he would be stopped for little or no gain, and he eluded a tackle. So it doesn't look like that on that carry. The ankle bothered him a lot.
I heard just the other day that Eric Glass is pretty much 100%, so.
That's great for us, but not so well for the other teams we play. Glass with a handoff. Glass with running room. He cuts to the corner, Eric Glass, and he will be stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run by Eric Glass.
Eric Glass once again the ball.
22 yards on the carry, Jim.
Tackled by 11, Phil Ferris for
and also nice holes opened up by the Buckeye.
Offensive line did a nice job. Talk about it. What do you say, the unsung hero? First and goal. Ball on the 2, they say. And Glass taken down by Cooper. Yep.
Nice play by Robbie Cooper.
By Rob Cooper.
Shot through there and hit Glass low and took him down.
As usual, Trimble not very big. Probably one of the biggest men they got would be the quarterback, and Brady Trace. He plays safety, of course, on defense. Glass with the carry. Glass the outside. Close to the goal line, and he does score. Touchdown, Nelsonville-York. Well, you called it before the official did.
Eric Glass, of course, he's 4th in the area in rushing, and he's also 4th in the area in scoring with 36 points. Of course, that gives him 42 points on that touchdown.
On to attempt the extra point is our center, Darren Lawson.
Down for the Buckeyes.
Another
Josh Walker.
bright spot for the Buckeyes this year is the kicking by Darren Lawson.
Darren last year, I think, only made 1 or 2, and you know the young man practiced. It's just like how you get to Carnegie Hall, practice, practice, practice. And it is blocked.
Striker point is blocked.
And I believe that was Robbie Cooper on the block. 9:28 remaining in the first quarter. Buckeyes 6, Trimble 0. Buckeyes with the early lead. know, it's got to start pouring on us because the last 2 years the football weather's has been pretty good.
Arnold will kick off for the Buckeyes.
I think you were telling me that you saw Cold Grove beat, who did you say it was, South Point? By 45 points, and then you saw Benton County beat them first game season by 7. And just in case you missed it and you watched this game, Buckeye football players, the young man from the Messenger did pick Benton County to beat you next week, so make sure you put it on your locker room wall. Not that you'll need anything to fire you up. Arnold, and John with a nice end-over-end kick. Taken by Cooper. Cooper with some running room, and he will be tackled at about the 35-yard line. Tackle made by J.D. Shaw, number 5.
Tackle by number 5, J.D. Shaw for the Buckeyes. 1st and 10, Trimble.
Nice job.
5'9", 160. Sure, J.D.
Nice job of returning the ball by Cooper, and a nice open field tackle by Shaw.
J.D. weighs 140 pounds soaking wet. 130 pounds mean and 10 pound of heart. Backs in the eye for Trimble. Double wideouts to the right. Trace calls signals. Takes the snap, hands off to Cooper, and he's hitting the backfield initially by number 54, Mike Warren, and then he's cleaned up by number 57, Jason Russell.
55, Carter for the Buckeyes.
They said Danny Carter in on stop also. Good job by Nelsonville-York. Take him down for a loss of 1. Seen on defense for the Buckeyes, we have Chris Glass, Warren, J.D. Shaw. See Parker Elliott, and get the rest of them here in a second. Darren Lawson's on the line, of course. Clay Watkins. Trace. Pass. And what a hit. Boy, a lick was laid on.
There is a flag down on the play. They're saying it's a fumble in Buckeye football.
Well, they call that a completed pass and a fumble. Well, I got to be honest, I don't agree with that, do you?
That was...
I mean, the kid had his hands on it and both feet came down and he was just hitting a lick.
And also, I'm sure I saw a flag go down, but maybe he was reaching for the ball marker.
He did. It was the ball marker. Yeah. Well, we'll take it, I guess, but I don't agree with it. Buckeyes with another break. Roby back to pass. He has a man open. Roby puts it up in the air. Pass is caught. Touchdown, number 15, Trey Wilson. No? Oh, they call him down at the 1. Roby just laid it up in the air. Trey ran underneath it. Nice hands by Wilson. They say hands like that, Trey should have been a waiter. Buckeyes first and goal on the 1, and that was as pretty a pass as I've seen all year. It was good defense on that too by the Tomcats. He was running stride for stride with Trey. Trey had the size advantage. And
45, Jeff.
Touchdown, Jeff Bickley on the carry. Buckeyes are up 12-zip. Lawson on to attempt the extra point.
Walker will hold, and Lawson will attempt the point after touchdown.
And the extra point is short, no good. 8:02 remaining first quarter. Nelsonville-York 12, Trimble zip. Jim, the Buckeyes capitalize on a turnover by the Tomcats that I got to be honest, I've come home and watch this one.
It was close, and of course his feet had to hit the ground to have possession, and he may have.
He got a lick laid on him too, didn't he? And please, coaches, don't be mad at me, but golly, I hate that. I've never seen us throw anybody off with it. Short kick, fielded by number 41. Bobby Cooper.
Cooper returns the ball for Trimble, brings it out across the 30.
Cooper has about the 31.
Stop by Jeff Bickley for the Buckeyes.
Jeff Bickley made the stop.
Trimble.
Mike Warren in there, linebacker for the Buckeyes. Boy, he's been a good one for us, hasn't he? Started since his freshman year. And Mike, I believe, still only just a junior. What a nice junior class. Hand off to Cooper. Cooper with some running room. Tripped up by Clay Watkins, and then he's polished off, I believe, by Darren Lawson.
Watkins for the Buckeyes.
And I believe Trey Wilson on that. Give him 5, 2nd and 5. Clock running, 7:39. Big number 76 checking in, bringing play in, B.J. Burdette for the Tomcats. 6 foot 230. Justin Inman in for the Buckeyes, 5'6", 150. Boy, Justin will lay a lick on you for no bigger than what he is. Cooper, and he's hitting the backfield.
Cooper the ball carrier for Trimble.
I believe that was 58, Darren Lawson.
By 58, Darren Lawson for the Buckeyes. Pick up a 1 yard on the play, 3rd down and 5.
Third and 4. Trace back to pass. Under a heavy rush. Has a receiver. Incomplete. Intended for number 40.
Intended for number 40, Carl Fouts. 4th down, Trimble.
Brings up a 4th and 5.
Warren provides defensive coverage.
See Joe Canner, number 78, in for Trimble. Look and see, he's a junior, Jim, number 78, 6'6", 225. Trace gets the kickoff. And it takes a Trimble bounce, but picked up by Walker. And Walker, and I knew that was coming.
Josh Walker on the reach.
Walker gets it out to about the 35, and we're going to get it down to about the 20 because we got to push in the back. It didn't push hard, but it didn't have to be right in front of the referee, did it?
And obviously there's no sense in pushing it at all if you're going to, because he just barely.
And you can see him holding up. It's like, I can't do that. And your mind says don't do it, but your body says, oh, what the heck? He's standing there just pushing.
Penalty is clipping against the Buckeyes.
Hey, Pettit. Petit. Joy.
On their own 18-yard line.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 from about the 18. Roby under a heavy rush. Ben has a receiver, and it is intercepted by Trimble. Good job by Walker. The pass was picked off by number 24, Josh Limo.
There's a flag down across the field. To give the credit of that interception to the Trimble Tomcat man who was rushing Ben Roby, because he had him early, and the rush after Roby made him throw it a little later than he wanted to throw that ball, and it let the defender catch up with it and pick it off.
Yeah, I think the ball slipped out of Ben's hands a little bit. There's a flag on the field, but it's against the Buckeyes, and I got a feeling that Trimble will probably decline it.
Penalty is pass interference against the Buckeyes. Penalty is declined. 1st down, Trimble.
6:07 remaining here in the first quarter. Buckeyes up 12-zip. And Trimble gets one of the turnovers back. I don't know, did you read in Sporting News where that player against Pittsburgh picked the pass off. Bill Cowher said he was running right by him. He wanted to tackle him, but 1st and 10 on the 45 for the Tomcats. Brady calls signals. Takes a snap, handoff to the first man.
Number 40, Carl
Fouts. He'll gain about 3, give him 2nd and 7.
Stopped by 54, Mike Warren. Number 9, Clay Watkins for the Buckeyes.
Some of the players we got here for Trimble, of course, Josh McClellan, Brady Trace, I see on the field. You got Limo. 41's Robbie Cooper. 40's Carl Fouts. At center for the Cats, I believe, is Jesse Richmond. We'll see. I think I lost his number. Trace with a flip back to Limo with a nice run.
Number 41,
Robbie Cooper.
For Trimble. Tripped up by Josh Walker. For
1st and 10 for the Buckeye, or for the Cats. I'll get it right yet.
First Trimble.
Times when you drop your program. Robbie Cooper's a nice little running back.
Showed good speed there once he got the pitch. Brady Trace had to get rid of it in a hurry as the Buckeyes had him covered.
Backs in the eye. 1st and 10, Tomcats. Trace, hands off to Cooper. Cooper taken down by Mike Warren.
The ball carrier for
And number 11, Chris Glass.
Stopped by Chris Glass and Mike Warren for the Buckeyes. Pickup of 1 yard on the play, 2nd down, 9.
Of course, this game brought to you by Nelsonville TV Cable.
We are locally owned and we are here because we care.
Trace with a snap on the keeper. And Brady keeps on his feet.
Brady Trace.
He'll gain a couple.
Trimble run out of bounds
Run out by J.D. Shaw.
for the Buckeyes. Pickup of 1 on the play, 3rd down, 8 for Trimble.
I think I finally figured out that Dave Brown 58's the center. Is that correct? Hey, I'm old and I can't see. What can I say? For some reason, it must be colorblind. I have always had trouble over here with the scarlet white uniforms of Trimble looking at the numbers. Combination of age and stupidity. 3rd and 7. Passing situation for Brady. Brady back to pass. Has a man, and the pass is complete.
Pass is complete to number 8, Josh McClellan.
Josh McClellan on the reception. I believe he's short of the 1st down, but they're in 4-down territory here. Nice throw. What do you say, Brady has a gun?
They're very close to the 1st down. I'm looking to see if they're going to get a measurement, and they are.
We'll have an official timeout to make on the 3-yard line.
4th and 1 for the Cats. Dave Brown at center. Brady Trace, the quarterback. Cooper and Fouts in the backfield, and Trace on the keeper. And Brady, it's going to be close. He might have got it with that reach. This is going to be one of those left foot, right foot measurements. They marked with their left foot, he got it, and right foot he didn't.
He got a good mark, and he does have the 1st down.
And we're going to call for a measurement. Jim says he got it. And Jim was right. He got it by a half a football length.
1st down, Tomcats. Ball to Nelsonville-York 32.
Limo wide to this side. Shotgun formation for Trace. Cooper and Fouts. Brady under a good rush, good protection. Has a man that is picked off by J.D. Shaw. J.D. with the interception at the 5 or 6 yard line. Another turnover, 3rd turnover of the game for the Cats. Pass intended for Limo.
J.D. Shaw tackled by Josh Limo. Nelsonville-York ball 1st and 10.
J.D. Shaw in
7-yard line.
perfect position for that interception.
You You know, we don't have some of the biggest kids you've ever seen. Boy, they'll lay a lick on you, won't they? We got trips for Ben Roby. Roby, hand off the deep back. Glass with a nice run. He'll get it out to around the 15-yard line. Looks like it's good for the first down. Once again, Eric looked like he'd be stopped after a short gain and just stepped over would-be tackler.
40 yards on 5 carries for Eric Glass. Again, showing no signs of that injured ankle bothering him at all from last week.
Roby puts some air underneath it, and oh, just a little long. Pass intended for Walker.
Josh Lyman on the defense for the Tomcats. Second down and 10, Buckeyes.
Well, I thought Josh just had a chance of catching up with that one. Nice to see the young man, of course, after he got whacked pretty good last week. How do you explain to your mother that the toughest hit you got wasn't on the field, it was on the way to the locker room? Nice run by Mr. Glass. Didn't gain much, but he sidestepped a couple tacklers.
By number 8, Josh McClellan. And also 76, B.J.
Josh McClellan and Burdette. Number 76 in on the stop.
Be third down and 9 for the Buckeyes.
So they only got one, 3rd and 9. Roby has a man. Pass is complete. Elliott on the reception. Good for a first down. Jim giving 14 yards.
Roby's pass is complete to number 28, Parker Elliott.
Parker Elliott showing the good hands. Ben put a little mustard on that one.
For Trimble, first down, Buckeyes.
Put a little zip on the ball. And I have to forward this tape and send my best along with it to Mr. C.R. Richard Hubbard up in Ada, Ohio. That's where Ohio Northern's at. He said the coach is dying for a look at Ben Roby. So I'm going to send him a tape. And take a look at the other kids to boot. Timeout on the field. 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes. Ball on the 34-yard line. Darren Lawson at center. Roby back to pass. Eludes the tackler. He's going to run for some yardage. Ben showing a good feet, and he'll gain about 9. Taken down by Brady Trace. And I believe that was 68, Chris Snyder, or Tim Drake. Or 66, Steve Judson.
Stephen Judson hit him hard on that play. Nice run by Ben Roby, but Judson laid a look on him after he picked up about 9 yards.
Well, they'll help each other up after they lay a lick on each other, but I noticed Brady Trace, who's real good friends with him, didn't exactly hold back either. And I'm sure that Ben has a chance. They're probably laughing when they do it. Glass in motion. Roby finds Glass. Pass is complete, good for the first down. We'll gain about 4. Tackle is made, I believe, Limo. Part of my problem is I'm looking at the program and then
first down, Buckeyes.
Listen to the PA who does an excellent job, so I'm trying to listen to him, and I can't do 2 things at one time. Clock's running, first quarter. We're right at a minute to go. Oh, nice hole for Glass. Glass on the move. Glass taken down after a gain of about 17.
The Buckeyes tackled by 24.
Josh Limo on a tackle for Trimble.
And a nice hole. Give the offensive line credit. You and I might have gained 2 or 3 on that one. Well, I might have got back line of scrimmage anyway. Who's your buddy, Amanda? Well, you're a lot prettier than your dad. My daughter Amanda and Randy Warren down there. Pass complete. Caught by Walker. He eludes one tackler.
Complete to number 8, Josh Walker.
Josh steps around number 11, Ferris. Gains an extra 2 yards.
Tackled by Carl Fouts.
Carl Fouts cleans it up.
Down Nelsonville-York.
Boy, Ben's on tonight.
Buckeyes really mixing it up well on offense. I'm sure Trimble don't know what's coming next, and that's what you want to do.
Trey Wilson wide left. J.D. Shaw, Park Rally to the right. Handoff up the middle to, I believe that's number 43, Teamer, Ancio. Nice to see Ancio back on the field. Give him 2.
That'll be the end of the first quarter. Teamer will be a nice addition to the Buckeye squad.
And on defense, the end of 1, Buckeyes 12, Trimble 0, Buckeyes driving. Bigger truck. Buckeyes. Second down and about 8. Roby, misdirection to Elliott, and that was read very well that time by McClellan.
Usually that goes for big yardage for the Buckeyes, and Trimble did a good job of stopping it.
Well, I think McClellan was spying on him that time. They had that one pretty well diagnosed. Give him a yard on the play. Make it 3rd and 7. J.D. Shaw looks like that old Army play. Looks like the lonesome end over there. Wilson and Watkins here to the left. Pitch back. Oh, nice play. Pass complete. Touchdown, Watkins. And that fooled me. Great play by Roby. The fake pitch back to Glass. And I was looking for him to throw the ball. Well, there's no fool like an old fool, and this old fool was fooled.
Of course, not doing any good.
18-0. Nelsonville-York. What a well-executed play that time. And what a nice set of hands by Clay. Clay, I apologize. You do have a better set of hands than your father ever did. There's Clay's little brother Noah on the team also. A couple of nice athletes, good basketball players. Pitch back to Glass. Glass for the corner. And he's in. 2-point conversion is good. 11-14 remaining in the first half. Nelsonville-York 20, Trimble 0.
Buckeyes 20. The Trimble Tomcats nothing.
John Arnold to kick off for the Buckeyes. I worked with John's mother, Betty. John, 6 foot, 150, freshman. Comes from a family of athletes. You know, I said earlier that Clay and Noah are really good athletes, but it must be tough to know that the best athlete in the family was their sister, Sarah. She broke my heart, Macumber. Her mom made her cheerlead, and all I saw was a basketball player going to waste. Nice kids. Keller asked me if I showed up tonight if I would say something nice about him. And Keller, I thought for almost the whole first half, and I just don't have anything nice to say about you. Of which I am kidding. Keller Blackburn really plays his heart out for the Buckeyes. Good young man. Good baseball player. Cooper. And Cooper gets through the initial wave, and he's hit by Roby. And Ben, I think, might have saved a touchdown.
Nice tackle by Ben Roby, and that's what Roby does on the kickoff team. He's more of a safety man, and obviously you hope Roby don't have to get in on the tackle, but there's times he will have to make that play.
Up 20 zip, and the last thing you want to do is see your quarterback out there, the guy going full head of steam waiting on him. Charlie Roberts on this side for the Buckeyes, playing defensive back. Pitch back. to Cooper. And Cooper
41, Rob Cooper
breaks the tackle of Warren.
across his field.
He'll be taken down after about an 8-yard gain.
Tackled by Walker.
Josh Walker in on the stop along with Chris Glass and Ryan Ferns. Second down and 2 yards to go.
Yards on the play.
Robbie Cooper, 22 yards on 6 carries.
I said one thing with this game we never have to worry about is either team giving up no matter what the score is or which quarter you're in. Trace takes a snap. Hand off to the first back through. Number 40, Carl Fouts.
Carrying the ball for the Tomcats.
Carl close to the first down mark.
Nice effort by Carl Fouts, hit in the backfield and
For the Buckeyes.
able to run it out close to a first down. It looks like he'll be just shy of it.
Short one for Trimble.
3rd and 1.
The Nelsonville-York 45-yard line.
Jeremy Burwanger on the stop for the Bucks that time, I believe. Hand off to the first back through. That's Fouts, and Fouts doesn't get it. He's bounced back. We'll see where they spot the ball, where his forward motion was. But I believe he lost 2 yards. And they're going to mark him back about 4.
Mike Warren, Jason Russell. And on
That he lost 4 on that play, and I think what did it, he, like the last play, he bounced off that initial hit, but the problem was there was more coming in the backfield this time.
Everyone
and
let
couldn't
go.
get away.
Interior line led by Darren Lawson and Bubba Russell made the wood to him.
Shaw deep for the Buckeyes. Brady Trace.
Brady Trace with a nice punt, and it will take, he'll be hit, I believe it did hit number 41, Cooper, at about the 24-yard line, so the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10.
Ball is down at the Buckeyes from their own 25.
And they said the 19 initially, but it is out about the 25-yard line because it hit a Trimble player. Roby in the shotgun. Ben sprints out, and he will be hit and dropped for a loss by number 34.
By 34, Anthony Kalura.
That's Anthony Kalura. Nice defensive play by the Cats that time. Throw Roby for a big loss, bring up a 2nd and long. I was telling you earlier, I believe that
2nd down, 17.
Dob Dugan's son is the long snapper for the Cincinnati Bearcats team this year. Of course, the Dugan family, a lot of good athletes came out there. You can almost look at the names, and for generations, I mean, hell, just only good athletes, but good people. Pass over the middle for Elliott. Oh, just off Parker's hands. Well thrown ball that time.
Intended for number 28.
On the cover, we had number 11, Phil Ferris.
3rd down for the Buckeyes.
What a throw by Ben Roby, running across the field as he was and throwing across his body, did a nice job. A lot of fans here tonight, big crowd, people standing around the field, all the way around the field.
Always a good crowd. Roby on a sprint out again. He under a heavy rush, eludes 2 tacklers, and he doesn't elude the 3rd one. He's thrown for a loss.
Dropped on the play, hit first by number 8, Josh McClellan for the Tomcats.
And it looks like number 61, I think, Tarantelli.
Chris Tarantelli also in on
Cleaned up.
for Trimble. 4th down, Buckeyes.
So the Buckeyes went the wrong way on those 2 series. Now it's 4th and 23. Good defensive stand by the Tomcat. They're trying to claw their way right back into this contest. That's a pretty good way to start.
Should get good field position here as Roby's punting. He's standing right around the goal line.
Cooper and Kalura for Trimble.
Cooper standing on the Buckeye 42-yard line.
And a nice punt by Ben Roby. Backs him up to about midfield. And we're going to have a flag on the play, and good job. Yeah, he called fair catch.
Rob Cooper on the return for Trimble. There's a penalty mark on it.
And I don't think Robbie knew if they called it or not, so he took off. What a nice punt.
Looked like his arm just barely.
About a 40-yard punt.
Excellent punt by Ben Ruby, as you said. Nice high punt.
Don't you think you ought to have a chance to take it back? If there's nobody around, you throw your hand up to come down and say, never mind.
Justin Cordo, please report to the front of the stadium.
That's kind of like the, what is the 2-yard rule? Giving a man room to catch it.
Please report.
You know, watching a college game, some of those things are the dumbest calls I've ever seen in my life. You know, how do you judge that? Or you push him into a guy.
And then the other night they were saying you got to give him 4 or 5 yards.
And if you haven't been down to watch the Bobcats play, boy, give Coach Grove a pat on the back. I mean, has he got those guys playing football or what? They really look good. You realize they played Kansas State down 23-zip at halftime on some horrible calls. Talk about a homer and get beat 23-20. The Cats are back. You realize when I was a freshman down there, led by Cleve Bryant, the Cats were ranked in the top 20 in the nation. Had Todd Snyder at wide receiver. Had one of the Green Boys punting.
Coach Hess.
You knew who else they had on that team, if I'm not mistaken? I believe they had an offense. 15 yards for the procedure on the Tomcats. Backs them up. If I'm not mistaken, they had an offensive lineman by the name of Smith, whose daughter turned out to be a pretty good basketball player up in Logan.
So as it turns out, we was talking about Trimble should have excellent field position. Roby booms one and
the penalty,
and they're back in their own territory.
Yep. Cats aren't catching a lot of breaks right now. Back split for Brady. Limo wide to this side of the field. Brady looks for Limo, pumps, puts it up in the air, pass, and Walker. I'm sorry, I said it was 24.
Coverage by Josh Walker.
Oops, I was right. I was going to say he said Josh McClellan. It's Josh Limo's 24. I thought, what did I do wrong this time?
Correction, that pass was intended for 24, Josh.
I was looking on this side, Jim. Look right in front of us, number 73 there for the Cats. John Giffen, he's a freshman, 6'2", 325 tackle. Just a guess, but I don't think that young man's missed a lot of meals either. They got some youngsters here that got some size. Things might be looking up for Coach Ferris on the offensive line. Cooper on the carry. They stacked up for little or no gain by Chris Glass. And getting off up naturally, number 9, Clay Watkins.
Third down, 10 for the Tomcats.
The Logan game in the first quarter, I think Clay Watkins, and in the second quarter, Darren Lawson played as well a quarter on defense as I've ever seen any boy in high school play. I think the only tackles they weren't in on the quarters when we had the ball.
A lot of people were questioning the Buckeye defense coming into this season. They knew the offense would be there, but defense has been right there with the offense.
Defense looks good. Trace down the field and pass. Intended for Limo. And J.D. Shaw right there on the coverage.
Good coverage once again for the Buckeyes.
Josh Walker drops deep for the Buckeyes. Josh has really run the ball back well on the punts this year for the Buckeyes. J.D. Shaw back there with it. Of course, that great touchdown run of Logan. Low line drive kick. It'll take a Trimble bounce. And it'll roll dead right about the 35-yard line with 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. So it's on 36, 1st and 10. Lawson at center. Roby backs in the eye. Double wide outs to left. Roby, quick pass. Josh Walker will gain about 8.
Tackled by 41, Cooper for
Robbie Cooper on the stop for the Tomcats. 2nd down and 2.
Also in on the tackle for the Tomcats. Pickup of 8 on the play, second down and 2.
Buckeyes have thrown to 5 different receivers tonight.
How many yards do you have Mr. Roby for?
I have 100 even passing.
Ben has a man. He has Walker. Walker with the hesitation move. And Josh will get it down to the goal line. What a nice play.
Tackled by 34, Anthony Blair for the Tomcats.
54 yards on the pass.
I was going to say, what a pretty catch by Josh Walker, but what a nice run after the catch.
They can make it. They got 4 yards to go.
Last time I saw that much stopping and starting, I was in traffic in Columbus.
First and goal, Buckeyes from the 4-yard line.
So a 50-yard pass. Hand off to Glass. Glass straight up the gut. And still fighting for yardage.
That's the ball carrier for Nelsonville-York.
Looks like he'll get it down to about the 1-yard line.
Hit first by Josh McClellan for the Tomcats.
McClellan on a stop for the Tomcats.
Second and goal, Buckeyes.
Second and goal from the 1.
1-yard line.
J.D. Shaw, wide right. Trey Wilson. Clay Watkins, wide left, backs in the eye. Deep back is Glass.
Penalty markers on the
I believe we have offsides on the Tomcats. Half the distance, so instead of second 1, it's second and half.
Buckeyes must have changed the cadence that time because several Trimble linemen jumped.
Well, and we talk about what a good athlete Ben is. But Ben's a smart football player, too. And we know he gets that from his mother. And I'm not putting Bill down, but when we played golf, Bill couldn't even yell 4, he had to yell 3. Pitch back to Glass, and Glass will get it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nelsonville-York. Buckeyes lead 26-0.
touchdown run.
3 minutes, 56 seconds. And it's over 24.
Lawson on to attempt the extra point.
Buckeyes had the first 2 extra points blocked, and then they went for 2 and got it on the last touchdown. Now they're going to...
Well, we ruined him. Before we ever kicked his first one, we said, well, great job he's doing, Darren. We're sorry. And that one is good. So he's back on track. 3:56 remaining first half. Buckeyes 27, Trimble nothing.
For Anthony Blair, deep for Trimble.
3:56 remaining in the first half. Arnold on to kick for the Buckeyes. Ben Roby's having a pretty good first half through the air, Jim.
He is 7 of 10 for 152 yards passing.
1 INT.
1 interception.
Ben threw that in there just so he wouldn't have a perfect half.
I believe that was only his 2nd interception of the year.
T88 is Sean Wolf on his side. Parker Elliott. Nick Johnson. Low kick, and it is touched by a Tomcat. Picked up, I believe, by Cooper. And he will be taken down
by 41, Rob Cooper for the Tomcats.
At about the 25-yard line. In on the stop, I believe, was Wolf.
Ferns and Sean Wolf on the stop for the Buckeyes.
Ryan Ferns. For the Buckeyes out there, I see 56 Jeremy Burwanger, 58 Darren Lawson, J.D. Shaw, Justin Inman, Parker Elliott, Josh Walker, Jeremy Burwanger, Clay Watkins, Mike Warren, Chris Glass, Mr. Wolf, Trace, pass Complete. Oh, incomplete to Limo.
For Josh Limo, incomplete.
Thought he had it, but it was knocked loose by 32, Justin Inman.
For the Buckeyes.
Nice to see Justin out there playing. I believe he had a hip injury early in the year and didn't know if he'd be able to play or not. That young man's been injury prone, I hate to put it that way, and suffered a lot, but boy, he and his older brother would play some football. Trace back to pass. Looks deep. Wolf nearly had him, and a great tackle. Trace brought down by Chris Glass. Up 58, that's Darren Lawson, I believe.
Tackled by Chris Glass and
Chris Glass on up.
Winger for the Buckeyes.
Nice ankle tackle.
Down at 9, Trimble. And also the scholarships that are awarded to a graduating senior from Nelsonville.
3rd and 10 for the
High School.
Tomcats. Ball's on the 26. Trace in the shotgun. Brady looks downfield under heavy rush, puts some air underneath it, and Elliott will have the interception at the 48-yard line.
Intercepted by 28.
Pass was intended for number 8, Josh McClellan, and Parker Elliott had a beat on it from the time it hit the left Trace's hands.
Nice play by Parker Elliott, but as we said earlier on Roby's interception, give credit to the Buckeye rush because Brady Trace was under pressure on that throw.
He threw that one off his front foot because he didn't have any option.
Communities. We would like to thank folks at Channel 5 and Mr. Joe Edwards for the coverage that they provide of school events and community activities in the Athens County area. This support for local coverage is very much appreciated.
Roby on a bad snap, runs it up the gut and will pick up about 7.
Roby carried the ball for the Buckeyes, tackled by number 40, Carl Fouts.
Carl Fouts, number 40, on the stop for Trimble.
5 on the play, 2nd and 5.
They give him 5, 2nd and 5. Ben still in a shotgun. There, Glass alone back. Roby. And he has a receiver. Pass is complete to J.D. Shaw.
Tell you what,
Shaw gets it down to about the 35.
that was a big time throw, but Ben Roby once again on the run, and he threw a bullet to Shaw.
And had a lot of room to run, but, wisely decided to throw the ball. Very intelligent young quarterback.
Krista for the Tomcats.
Crispin on the stop. 1st and 10, Buckeyes. At the 36, they mark it. Buck's still in shotgun. Roby has a receiver. And it is nearly intercepted by Brady Trace. Pass intended for Watkins. Clay did a good job on defense that time, getting away from Brady.
Number 8, Watkins, broken up by number 10 for Trimble, Brady Trace. 2nd down and 10.
.244 remaining in the first half. 2nd and 10 from Nelsonville-York.
That is a good way to look.
Wilson Elliott, wide left. Watkins to the right. Shotgun. Roby pitches back to Glass. And Glass will get a 1st down, I believe.
The ball here for the Buckeyes.
What a nice play. Ben was about 5 yards downfield past the line of scrimmage when he pitched it back.
Fouls for Trimble.
So do you give Ben 5 and the other 7 to Glass?
9-yard pickup for the Buckeyes.
Nelsonville-York.
The Buckeye offensive machine seems to be clicking on all cylinders so far here in the first half, Jim.
I'm sure the coaching staff is glad to see it with Vinton County coming up next week.
Penalty flags on the flag.
And that was an oops.
5-yard penalty against the Buckeyes for illegal procedure.
And I know who it was, but I'm not mentioning his name. Because I don't think it's fair. The offensive linemen, the only time you ever hear their names when they when they move or have a holding call. They're involved on 90 plays during the game. 88 of them are good, 2 bad, and that's the only thing here. I mean, he had a bad game, didn't he? He screwed up twice. Third and 6. Roby, bad pitch, picked up by Glass. And we have a flag.
Pass the ball carrier for the Buckeyes, a penalty marker on the play.
And I don't know who was on it.
Carl Fouls.
Holding or face mask or a block in the back. Against the Buckeyes.
Is holding against the Buckeyes.
Penalty declined. 4th and 6. I still remember the line where John Madden and Gene Opshaw got called for holding, and Madden's just screaming at him, and he said, "Why'd you hold him?" And he said, "If I didn't hold him, he's going to kill the quarterback." And Madden said, "Oh, okay." And Stabler was a dead man. Roby in a shotgun. 4th and 6. Ben Roby very dangerous in this situation. Has a man. Oh, intended for number 15, Trey Wilson, incomplete.
Roby's pass was intended.
Trimble will get the ball on downs.
Trey Wilson, incomplete.
1st and 10 will head the other way.
10.
Trimble with the football, 1st and 10, 32-yard line. We have trips to this side. Limo, Ferris, and Fouts, I believe. And Brady Trace has complete to 41, Robbie Cooper. That was Cooper, not Fouts this side.
Out of bounds by number 32, Justin Inman for the Buckeyes.
Justin Inman on a stop for the Buckeyes.
Pick up about 7 yards on the play, 2nd down and 3.
It's a little far.
Trace takes a snap. Hand off to the deep back, Cooper. Spin move, but he'll be taken down.
Ball carrier for Trimble. Stopped by 54, Mike Warren for the
I believe number 9, Clay Watkins, made the initial hit for the Buckeyes. He does get enough for the 1st down.
Ball to Trimble, 43-yard line.
1st and 10, 43 for the Tomcats.
Cooper with 8 carries, 26 yards.
Trace under some pressure. Pass intended for number 41, Robbie Cooper.
Incomplete.
Short, Justin Inman on defense for that time for the Buckeyes.
Justin Inman and Clay Walker.
2nd 10.
Defense for the Buckeyes. 2nd down and 10, Trimble.
You hear that? I hear a hot dog yelling at me from down the stands. I'll have to go see what it wants at halftime. Trace back to pass, looks to the sideline, and the pass complete to Ferris.
Complete to number 11, Phil Ferris.
And J.D. Shaw lays a lick on him.
Made a tackle for Nelsonville-York.
Out of bounds at midfield. Bring up a 2nd and 4.
3rd down and 4 for the Tomcats with the ball at the 50-yard line.
Blitz. Pass is complete. To number 24, Josh Limo.
24, Josh Limo.
Shaw on the stop again.
By number 5, J.D. Shaw for the Buckeyes.
1st down.
1st down, Trimble.
Minute 14 remaining in the 1st half. Trimble on the move.
44
Brady
yards.
Trace's favorite receiver, Josh Limo, is leading the area in receiving. Coming into this game, he had 29 catches, 339 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Brady with a couple interceptions this game, but man, he can throw the football now. That's a lateral and a pass. Man is wide open and is just overthrown, intended for Cooper.
Josh Limo, number 24.
And that was not a pass, that was a lateral.
Was incomplete.
And thank you, Phil, because I was almost disappointed. I knew you'd have one for us.
10 for the Tomcats.
He's got those rabbits in the hat. I just didn't want anyone to see it. And he had him again. You know what? He was there. I would have been disappointed, wouldn't you?
.107 remaining before the half.
Trace back to pass. Good protection. Complete to Cooper.
Brady Trace pass is complete to number 41, Rob Cooper for the Tomcats.
Jim says it's good for 17. Be a 1st and 10. Just under 1 minute remaining, and Trimble trying to get on the board. Can change the whole complexion of the game.
Ball from Nelsonville-York, 27-yard line. First down.
Ball to 27. Ferris wide to this side. Lima the other. And we're going to have a delay of the game, I believe, on Trimble.
Yep.
5-yard penalty against the Tomcats for delay.
Say the same thing about Brady Trace you always say about Ruby. Just gives him 5 more yards in which to throw the ball.
I don't know whether you saw, but they apparently had a glitch in the computer rankings, and they have corrected it. Buckeyes remain in 3rd place in their region. Vinton County dropped to 3rd in theirs. They were 2nd in Division III of their region. They said it was a slight glitch and just a slight change in the percentage of points.
Well, they have a glitch in all computer rankings because I've seen them for how many years now, and I still don't understand them. You're the only man I know that knows how to figure them out, and I have no idea what you're talking about when you tell me. Trace back to pass under heavy rush, and he will be sacked, taken down by number 57, Bubba Russell. Timeout on the field called by Trimble. 49.5 seconds remaining in the first half. Kidding. 100 minutes remaining in the first half. Second and a whole bunch. Second and 24, they say. Trace pass intended for Ferris, incomplete.
Pass was intended for 11.
3rd down.
Ferris incomplete. Chris Glass, number 11 for the Buckeyes on the defense. 3rd down, Trimble.
Cooper and Ferris wide to this side. Lima wide to the left. Trace and shotgun. Fouts back as his lone protector. Brady has a man. Complete. Ferris.
Pass complete to number 11, Philip Ferris.
Parker Elliott on the stop. Nice pass. Real nice job by Brady Trace.
Driven out of bounds by 28.
Under a lot of pressure, stepped up and completed it. Brings up a 4th and about 12, 13.
It'll be 4th down and 11 yards.
4th and 11.
Trimble.
Trace pumps, has a man deep in the end zone, and it is complete, I believe. I can't see what they've called, but boy, Cooper was down there, number 41. They haven't called anything yet.
Out of the end zone.
They said out of the end zone.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, it said out of bounds, but what a great, I mean, that was a great catch where he's inbounds or out of bounds, and I couldn't see it. And I know you couldn't because I stood up in front of the camera.
Again, the Buckeyes had good coverage. Brady Trace just threaded the needle. Just a little bit too far outside and out of bounds. The Buckeyes hold on downs.
Well, I can't imagine the Buckeyes doing anything but taking a knee here at the end of the first half.
Timeout, Trimble.
And Trimble calls timeout. 27.2 seconds remain here in the first half. Buckeyes 27, Trimble zip.
Buckeyes with 2 wide receivers split out on each side.
Glass up the gut.
42.
He'll pick up 6.
Here for the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes in a hurry up. Roby in the shotgun. Pass is complete to Ryan Ferns. Believe he had a knee down when he caught the ball, so brings up a 3rd and 2.
That'll do it.
And that will end the first half here at Trimble High School. Nelsonville-York 27, Trimble 0.
That's the end of the first half.
See that score? That's what. Somebody that's on the side of the guy keep it winning that match.
And just before kickoff second half, Miss McCumber's got stats. Well, I've got a bag of popcorn.
All righty, the Buckeyes 9 of 14 passing for 115 yards, 21 rushes for 84 yards, a total of 199 yards in the first half. Trimble 7 of 18 passing for 60 yards, 15 rushes for 22 yards, a total of 82 for the Tomcats. Individually, again, as we said, Ben Roby 9 of 14 for 115 yards passing. Eric Glass 12 rushes for 74 yards. Josh Walker has caught 3 passes for 80 yards. Cooper has rushed for 8 times for 26 yards for Trimble. And Ferris has caught 2 passes for 18 yards. Cooper 2 catches, 23 yards.
So the Buckeyes enjoying a big lead, 27-0. But it really doesn't reflect how well played the game has been for both teams. Well, I have nothing to say. First time in my life. J.D. Shaw deep for the Buckeyes. Onside kick. And it didn't go 10 yards. Did it go? I don't have any idea.
Kick did not go the required 10 yards.
And you are correct.
Buckeye ball first and 10 from the Trimble 48-yard line.
Well, you and I are just sampling the popcorn here at Trimble, and it is still, I hate to say it, Nelsonville-York, work harder. Trimble still has the best popcorn in TVC.
So the Buckeyes with good field position at the Trimble 48.
Glass with some running room. Nice block there by number 57, Jason Russell. He'll gain about 8. Lima on the stop for the Tomcats.
Pick up 8 yards on the play, 2nd and 2.
Barry Glass had over 100 yards rushing last week at Miller, and he got hurt early in that contest.
Well, there wasn't much earlier than halftime, which is when the game ended. Roby back to pass. Lays it up, and it is intercepted by the Tomcats. I believe that was number 24, Josh Limo.
Josh Limo for the Tomcats, tackled by Wilson for the Buckeyes.
Trey Wilson made the stop.
Trimble takes over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
guys first started off.
So the Cats with another turnover.
I got one. Turn that one inside out.
Backs in the eye. Fair is in motion for the Cat. Pitch back to Cooper, and he's stacked up behind the line of scrimmage.
Tomcats.
Clay Watkins, Bubba Russell, I believe, in on the initial hit. Mike Warren getting off pile.
Jason Russell made the tackle for Nelsonville-York. Loss of 2 yards on the play, second down and 12.
I said earlier, Buckeye defense question mark coming into this season. Well, I think the question mark's been answered. They just straightened the question mark out on an exclamation point. Trace, hand off to the deep back. Cooper with some running room, but he's taken down by a host of Buckeyes. Chris Glass, Darren Lawson, and Parker Elliott.
Tackle by Shaw, Glass, and Lawson for the Buckeyes. Third down.
He said JD was in on his top, and he might have been, but he's so small, I think he's in a bomb pound. I didn't see.
3rd and 5 for the Cats on their own 18-yard line.
Third and 5, Trace back to pass. Under a heavy rush, and he will be sacked by number 58, Darren Lawson.
Darren Lawson came shooting through, and Brady Trace didn't have a chance.
The Buckeyes, Darren Lawson. 4th down, Trimble.
J.D. Shaw and Josh Walker drop deep for the Buckeyes. Trace to punt for the Cats.
Looks like Brady Trace standing around his own goal line to punt it away. Walker and Shaw back deep. Ball bounces at the Cat 43-yard line. Shaw picks it up.
J.D. ran 55 yards and half of it sideways.
Kick is returned by number 5, J.D. Shaw.
Can you pass my coffee to me? Yeah, I'll drink it.
I'll share. I'll share. Thank my daughter, Carrie.
Stop for the Tomcats.
Where do we get involved right now?
Buckeye ball, 1st and 10 from the Trimble 37.
Buckeyes 1st and 10 to Trimble 37.
Come on, Jess!
Now understand, I'm not criticizing J.D. I'm not saying that you're small, but the reason he wears number 5 is there wasn't room for double digits on his shirt. 140 pounds of mean. Pitch back to Glass. Glass with a nice cutback. He's got some running room. Glass will get the first down and then some. Give him about 13.
Terry Glass carries the ball for the Buckeyes, tackled by Philip Ferris and Brady Trace for Trimble.
Keller Blackburn and Bubba Russell out there.
Ball to Trimble, 24-yard.
Leading Glass. Some nice downfield blocking by the tackle and guard on that side. Good job, Keller. And Bubba. See Charlie Robertson at receiver. Wide to left. Parker Elliott in motion. And a flag. Somebody moved.
Five-yard penalty against the Buckeyes for illegal procedure.
I believe Bubba Russell threw his hand up. That's just probably a pretty good indicator of who the penalty was on. Bubba, don't do that. Never admit to it.
Buckeyes.
I think Zach's next to him on line. Point Odenthal.
Buckeyes 3 penalties, 25 yards, and Trimble also with 3 penalties for 21 yards.
1st and 15, Buckeyes. Pitch back to Glass. Glass with a nice cutback. Oh, another cutback. Glass with some running room. He heads for the corner. And Glass, touchdown, Nelsonville-York. 29-yard run. Actually, it was a 54-yard run. 29 of it forward. What a nice cutback.
I'll tell you.
If I ever stopped and tried to go the other way that fast, I'd have a hernia.
That was a Justin Gale move there as he cut it back. Big time cut, as you said, and that just opened up the field wide open there at Glass.
You figure it's a good cutback when 5 people fall down all at the same time, don't you? And 3 of them were our linemen. 33-0 Buckeyes. Lawson to attempt the extra point.
Come on, Darren, get this one through. There you go.
Is up. No good.
This kick is no good, and the score remains at Nelsonville-York Buckeyes.
Timeout on the field. 8:18 remaining third quarter.
No, it's not.
Buckeyes increase the lead to 33. And the game just doesn't have the feel of a blowout. I mean, does it?
Arnold will kick off for the Buckeyes. Cooper and Kalura are deep for Trimble.
Cooper and Clora deep for the Tomcats. John Arnold will kick off. Just a freshman. Good size for a freshman. John was some pretty good athletes, his family. His uncle Sherman was a heck of a football player.
Way low there, baby. Go down there.
Arnold short end over end kick, but it hits the gap. And it will be picked up on the hop by Cooper. And he will be taken down
Cooper returns the kick for Trimble.
about the 34-yard line.
Brings it out across the 30-yard line.
And on the replay, you can see who made the stop because I can't see that far across the field.
First down, Trimble from their own 34-yard line.
.8:13 remaining third quarter. Ferris in motion for the Cats. Hand off to Cooper.
Rob Cooper, the ball carrier for Trimble.
Cooper will be taken down by Justin Inman, I believe.
Stop by 32, Justin Inman for the Buckeyes. Pick up 3 yards on the play.
Well, they don't have to worry about telling Justin and JD to get low on the tackle, do they? Because if they try to hit somebody up high, they're going to get killed. You won't find a kid on either team that'll play any harder than Justin Inman.
Hell yeah. Well, you guys will be buds.
Cats in the shotgun. Trace with the completion. Inman on the stop. The pass is complete to number 41, Cooper.
Complete to number 41, Rob Cooper.
And the Buckeyes defensive scheme actually pretty much taken Limo and shut him down the first half. Jim, I don't know how many receptions did Josh have?
I had him for 1 catch for 6 yards, but again, sometimes my stats can be unofficial.
We've done this since '82, and everything we do is unofficial, except complain about the officials. Cooper, Ferris, and Limo. We got trips to the left. Trace in the shotgun, fouts back to block. Brady rolls out under heavy rush, gets away from a Buckeye. Brady with some running room, and Brady will get it in there for the first down. Number 43, NCO Teamer had him, spun him around, and Brady just with the good size got away from him and outran everyone. So if you question Brady's speed, I guess that pretty much answered that question. Looked pretty quick to me.
Excellent run by Brady Trace. It looks like the Buckeyes were going to bury him.
That's all right. You got
Not only did he get away, he ran for the first down. Big hit pickup for Brady Trace.
Nice play. Good strength from the young man. Brady back to pass, looks downfield. Has a man. Shaw stride for stride with the Tomcat receiver.
Brady Trace's pass intended for Josh Limo. Incomplete.
And that was Limo, the intended receiver. J.D. Shaw in the coverage, and J.D. just perfect coverage. You couldn't play any better than that.
Red Camaro, license number ACQ 7965. A red Camaro, license number ACQ 7965. Your parking lights are on.
Trace in the shotgun. Brady looks downfield, looks to swing it out. Under heavy rush. He finds Ferris over the middle. Ferris with the catch, and Ben Roby with just a textbook tackle.
Number 11, Philip Ferris, tackled by Ben Roby for the Buckeyes.
We tried to get out there, and it's already set for us. And then they said,
Third down and 2 for the Tomcats.
we started setting plans off there.
Tomcats 3rd and 2.
Go down, it's down over the hill.
The Buckeye 44.
It's right at the hill. It's at a half mile.
Yeah, so it's right at the bottom of the hill.
Brady Trace come out second half, running and gunning, hand off to the deep back Cooper. Cooper with the first down.
Rob Cooper carried the ball for Trimble.
Hit initially by Watkins and taken down, I believe, by
11,
Chris Glass.
York.
First down for Trimble. Clock's
York 39-yard line.
still running, 5:37 remaining third quarter. Cats on the move.
Cooper with 40 yards on 12 carries.
Timeout, Nelsonville-York.
And we have a timeout on the field. Buckeyes up 33-zip. Trimble first and 10, 39-yard line. Trace with a pitch back. And the ball is fumbled, I believe, picked back up by Trace. But I believe Ancio Teamer was all over him that time.
Recovered by the Tomcats.
Teamer in at nose guard right now from 43. Second down, loss if they say 9, second 19.
Trimble, the ball to Nelsonville-York, 48-yard line.
Double wise right for Trace. Brady back to pass, looks downfield, under heavy rush, screen set up, complete to Fouts. Fouts will get back about 11 of the 19. Bring up a third and about 8.
Roby and Walker in on the stop for the Buckeyes. Third down and 9 for Trimble.
Ben Roby and Josh Walker in on stop for the Buckeyes. So Josh with number 8, normally he's number 10 out there.
Yes, Sarah, which side you rooting for? Yeah, which side you rooting for?
Trace back to pass, has the ball slapped down. Teamer drops Trace hard.
Trace's pass was batted down at the line of scrimmage, brings up 4th down and 9.
Ancio Teamer coming in nose guard, Jim, and really putting some heat on him right now. Got those fresh legs.
Teamer helps Brady Trace up after the play.
Brady Trace 6'3" 215. If I want to face him again, I'd help him up too. 4th and 9. At this point in the contest, Cats have nothing to lose by going for it. This is one of those scares me with Phil. It could be a double reverse pitchback, sweep, wide out pass. Brady has a man open, and it is too tall, intended for Josh Limo. Good defensive coverage by the Buckeyes. Nelsonville-York takes over on downs. 4 minutes remaining third quarter, 33-zip Buckeye.
Get knocked out off that first pitch. Get in there.
Buckeyes with the football at the 37. Roby handoff to Glass. Glass with some running room. Eric breaks it up, and he will be finally knocked out of bounds after about a 14-yard gain.
Josh Limo and Brady Trace made the tackle for Trimble. Pass moves the ball across midfield.
Once again, Keller Blackburn out leading the tailback, along with Zach Odenthal.
Glass with 139 yards on 16 carries, again coming in tonight's game as the fourth leading rusher in the area with 562 yards.
And Glass once again hitting the backfield, gets away from one tackler down the sidelines. We're going to have a clip called on the Buckeyes, and they can cheer, but it's coming back.
Penalty marker on the play.
You know it's blatant when I can see it. And in all fairness, I believe if there hadn't been a clip that time, he wouldn't have gotten all that yardage. Although with there, it gets hard to tell.
Penalty is holding against the Buckeyes.
So that'll back the Buckeyes up. Instead of 1st and 10, we'll have a 1st and... That's what, from the spot of the foul, I believe, wasn't it?
I believe so.
So it's 1st and 13.
After the mark off the penalty, it's first down, 13, Nelsonville-York.
Hey, Justin, what you got on your face?
Clock running, 3:15 remaining in the third quarter. Roby has a man wide open. Walker, oh, nearly a nice catch by Josh Walker over the shoulder grab.
Roby's pass was intended for number 8, Josh Walker, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 13 for the Buckeyes.
It's at number 8. If he had number 10 on, they looked over the other shoulder.
I know, but Tommy's
Roby over the middle, pass intended for Parker Elliott, thrown behind him, brings up a 3rd and 13.
Intended for number 28, Parker Elliott, incomplete, 3rd down and 13 Buckeyes.
Temperatures dropped a little bit. Other than that, you know, at my age, you know, you feel those things. They just warm up about 20 degrees. Roby has a receiver. Shaw, J.D. Oh, a nice spin move. J.D.'s buried at about the 31-yard line. Boy, that little son of a gun can play now.
Stopped by Carl Founts and Casey Christopher Trimble. First down, Nelsonville-York.
Not the size of the dog in a fight, it's the size of fighting a dog.
About 23 yards for the Buckeyes and a first down.
Where you going, old woman?
Roby in a shotgun. And a whistle on the play. Legal procedure against the Buckeyes.
Penalty against the Buckeyes for illegal procedure.
And tonight, that's about the only thing Buckeyes have done wrong.
I'd like to remind everybody this is Nelsonville TV Cable's Channel 5.
Locally owned, we're here because we care. You know, Eric must be a good luck charm because since he started doing the camera for us, do you realize we've had nothing but good nights in football?
Excellent weather.
Roby, pass incomplete. Intended for number 20,
Roby's pass was
Brian Ferns.
Ryan Burns, incomplete. 2nd down and 15.
Roby now 10 of 19 for 138 yards passing.
You know Eric's lucky. Look how pretty his wife is and look at him. Roby deep downfield has Elliott wide open. Parker, oh! off his hands, incomplete.
Roby's pass was intended for number 28.
3rd and 15.
Incomplete. 3rd down and 15 Buckeyes.
Of course, you do know that last year when he started, he did kill me when he picked me up for the first game. And on the way down, he says, yep, had his son in the car with him, and my wife's principal. The young man said he liked my wife's principal. And Eric said, yeah. He said, Tammy was one of his favorite teachers in school. Oh, thanks. I feel better. Wouldn't be so bad, but he had her in junior high. That's what hurts. Of course, she's a lot older than I am. Roby has a man wide open. Elliott eludes one tackler. Elliott down the sidelines. Parker to the middle of the field. He's still going. Looked like the Energizer Bunny.
Roby's pass complete to 28. Parker Elliott. Tackled by 41. Rob Cooper for Trimble.
Get around there.
Like bumper cars. Brings up a 4th and
4th down and 1 for the Buckeyes.
4th and 1, 4th and 2.
2-yard line.
So do they punt from here?
I doubt it.
Big said kick a field goal. I believe actually Darren could probably do it. Glass, hitting the backfield and stopped.
Last the ball carrier for the Buckeyes.
Robbie Cooper on the tackle. A nice play by the Cats. I believe that brings up a 1st down for the Cats. Stopped on downs. Now you tell me these kids don't come to play when you're down 33-0. You got a minute 25 to go in the 3rd quarter, and they stop it.
4-yard line.
Trimble to their own 23, 1st and 10. 1:27 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Go defense!
Operating out of the shotgun. Trace looks downfield under a heavy rush. He'll sprint out. He's got some running room. Brady will head for the out-of-bounds marker. He'll be knocked out by Inman,
Brady traced the ball.
but not until he picked up a 1st down.
Out of bounds by 32. Justin Inman for the Buckeyes.
A couple more of those. I believe Brady will be the leading rusher for the Tomcats,
1st down on
if he's not now.
Get out your ticket for tonight's Split the Pot drawing. Tonight's winning ticket is worth $416.
Give me my ticket.
I'm bound to win these because I bought 15 from McCumber and Eric and I only win when I split it. Trace back to pass, looks out on the wing, and incomplete. We're going to have a penalty. Interference called on Inman. He bumped the receiver. He bumped Robbie Cooper.
On the play.
It was unintended, and he touched him with the body, but they counted.
Split the Pot drawing. Tonight's winning ticket is worth $416.
So a penalty on the Buckeyes gives the Cats a 1st down.
Penalty is pass interference against the Buckeyes. It will be 1st down, Trimble. Winning Split the Pot number tonight, 2380135. Again, tonight's winning number for $416. 2380135. If you have that ticket.
So close, but yet so far away. First and 10 at midfield for the Cats. 1:11 remaining 3rd quarter. Trace over the center. Brady back to pass under a heavy rush, and he'll be sacked by Teamer. Anzio with his 2nd quarterback sack, I believe.
Drop for a loss by number 43, Anzio Teamer for the Buckeyes.
Well, there went that 1st down they just got. They lost it.
Nice play by Teamer, shooting through and going for Trace's ankles. We've seen Brady get out of those tackles earlier on some nice scrambles.
Brown at center, Trace in the shotgun. And a pick off by Clay Watkins. Touchdown, Nelsonville-York. Oh my!
He read that perfectly.
Looked like
Pass to Cooper.
Looked like Andy Katzenmoyer, didn't he? I'll tell you, Brady looked right at the receiver, and Mr. Watkins read his eyes and took it in. I can't believe I made fun of your hands, Clay. I apologize. Claymation scores for the Buckeyes. 39-zip Nelsonville-York. Actually, Clay, you're probably the athlete that your Uncle Tim always thought he was.
Lawson will attempt a point after for the Buckeyes.
Walker to hold. Down, up, and through.
Offensive kick is good, and the score, the Nelsonville-York Buckeyes 40. The Trimble
40 to zip. 21 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So the Buckeyes to kick off. John Arnold. What a nice play by Clay Watkins. I got to quit dogging the kid. He's making me look bad.
Clay's really played well for the Buckeyes this year.
Hey, he's played great on defensive. Just outstanding. The only time I've ever been outstanding was I was outstanding in the cold and rain one day.
How's golf game, buddy?
Arnold taken by Ferris. I'm sorry, that's Cooper, 41.
Arnold's kick is returned by number 41, Rob Cooper for the Tomcats. Brought down by
Number 11, Chris Glass, and number 59,
31-yard.
Chuck Brandeberry for the Buckeyes. Chris came up hobbling a little bit. Hope the young man's okay. You know when your defender, look at Clay, and you know when he's playing well on defense. When you look at your defensive end and the back of his uniform is snow white and the front is black, you know that he's not being pushed back. Timeout on the field. Time is back in here. Trace operating out of the shotgun, Brown at center. Brady back to pass. Looks downfield. Wolf hot on his heels. Pass is complete to Limo. He's bumped out of bounds by Inman.
24, Josh Limo.
Gain of 12. Good for first down.
By number 32, Justin Inman for the Buckeyes.
So Brady was pulling away from him. I'm telling you, Wolf was hot on his heels there. He showed pretty good speed for a man that size. Now, would that scare you to death?
I'll tell you that we'll probably seen the hardest hit all year down at Colgrove when
You thought he killed the man.
Roy Wolf just unloaded on him. Tailback of Colgrove.
Try it out. 10-day free time.
Trace. Pass over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Limo. Chris Glass on the coverage.
Trace's pass.
And I'm sorry, that was number 34, Anthony Calora.
Second down and 10, Trimble.
So I think I got that inner ear infection. I hope it's not my brains leaking out because about another 5 minutes there won't be anything left.
We get back. 2 seconds.
Trace under heavy rush. And he is sacked by Chris Glass.
Brady Trace is dropped.
And Clay Watkins just put some heat on him. And that'll set him back just a few. Looks like about a 16-yard loss. And that will end the third quarter here at Trimble High School. Nelsonville-York 40. And the Tomcats are taking the licks tonight, but seeing the paper, they were picked to win the Hawking division of the TVC. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit. These kids got a lot of fight in them. Get a couple of the turnovers back, and the game's not all that different. Pass on the wing to Limo. He looks downfield. has a receiver, and it is incomplete. Nice pass. 4 defenders back.
Trace's pass was complete.
They had Kalura.
Whose pass to Anthony Kalura was incomplete. 4th down, Trimble.
I think what amazed me was with 4 defenders back, and Kalura came up with the ball. Almost a great catch. Kids are a lot of fun to watch. Trace back to punt for the Buckeyes. Walker and J.D. Shaw deep for Nelsonville-York. Kick is short, and it will be down at about the 45-yard line, where Nelsonville-York have a 1st and 10, 11:40 remaining in the contest.
Nelsonville-York, 46 by John.
I'll drive. I'll take the green turn. Roby back to pass. Complete to Shaw. J.D. gets the sideline, and he will be taken out of bounds after a gain of about 15.
Shaw. Picks up the 1st down on the play. 1st and 10 Buckeyes to the Trimble 43.
Pass is complete. 1st and 10 Buckeyes. Charlie Roberts out here wide, and a fumble on the play. Roby, I believe, recovered his own fumble.
By the Buckeyes.
I'd like to see Ben put one in the hands of Charles out here. Glass, what a cut. Glass on the run. And Eric
Glass, the ball carrier for the Buckeyes.
About a 19-yard pickup, I believe.
158 yards rushing on 18 carries for Eric Glass.
Timeout. 10:52 remaining contest. Nelsonville-York leads 40-zip.
Run it up.
Eric wants to know if we've got the cheerleaders, and actually, I might have somewhere. I'll hand this to you and see if I can find the rest of my program.
Buckeyes bringing in the 2nd team offense, and the 1st team offense gets a hand from the Nelsonville crowd.
Quarterback, we have, I believe, number 1, Jasper Bateman. His dad happened to be a pretty good athlete for Nelsonville-York. Hand off to number 26.
Ryan Horrocks, the ball
Or
carrier.
number 25, Ryan Horrocks.
Tackled by Rob Cooper for Trimble.
And if Eric can pan for me the cheerleaders real quick, down front we have Nelsonville-York cheerleaders: Mindy Arnold, Cindy Loudon, Tabitha Pickett, Lacey Pitts, Mandy Mailing, Shannon Burnett, Autumn Douglas, Brooke Johnson, Georgina Arnold, Tiffany Dane, Tracy Perry, Darcy Blake, Lacey Harden, and Jessica Willison. Jasper, handoff up the middle. To number 44, I believe, Matt Ketter-Henrick.
For the Buckeyes.
Gain of about 3, make it 3rd and 7.
3 on the play, 3rd down and 7.
Clock running, we're almost at 10 minutes to go in the contest. We'll try to get everybody that's in the game for the Buckeyes. I believe 69 is Ryan McGuire. Out here, number 26 is Corey Dexter. Pass is complete to number 25, Ryan Horrocks.
Number 25, Ryan Horrocks.
75 in the contest,
Tackled by
John Fox.
For the Tomcats. 4th down and 5, Nelsonville-York.
Number 62 in the contest for Buckeyes, Jan Altier. My man Jan. Number 21 checking in for the Buckeyes. That's John Arnold, the freshman. Number 30 in motion for the Buckeyes. That's David Burdett. Pitch back to Horrocks. Horrocks with a nice cutback. Fights for additional yardage. Should be stopped short of the first down. 52 in the contest. I don't even have to look because I know that's Sherman Perkins. My friend, you look like your dad. 59 in the contest is Chuck Brandeberry. Defense coming on the field for the Buckeyes. Matt Ketter-Henrich will come out. Also on defense now we have number 20, Ryan Ferns is in there. Brady Trace's pass intended for Josh Limo. Incomplete. Nice defense by Ferns. Number 88 for the Buckeyes, Sean Wolf. Charlie Roberts, 36. Number 54, of course, Mike Warren still out there. Try to pick up all the young men's numbers. '68, Nick Johnson on defensive line. Wolf still in the contest for the Buckeyes. Trace, and he will be sacked by number 43, Anzio Teamer. And I'll tell you, I hope they're good friends because Anzio and Brady have been up close and personal 4 or 5 times tonight. I believe that's Anzio's 3rd sack.
Third down and 22.
This is his first game back, and he's played really well for the Buckeyes.
Hungry. '21 here on this side, defensive back, John Arnold. Number 12 for the Buckeyes, Matt McKinney. Big Matt out there. Matt tells me he's the athlete his brother he thought he was. Trace under some pressure. Brady has a man open. And it was intended for 34 and nearly caught by number 11. Phil Ferris.
4th down, Trimble.
4th down, Tomcats. A lot of substitutions for the Buckeyes on defense, and they still look really good.
Brady Trace, kick.
John Arnold, the up man. John on the run, tries to elude
Arnold on the return.
Trimble tackler, but he'll be taken down at about the
Flag is dead.
30-yard line. Flag on the play.
Tackled by Josh Limo.
Limo on the stop for the Tomcats.
And Trimble 30.
I would say it's on the Buckeyes. Just a guess. What do you think?
Penalty marker on the play.
And it's going to be a first down for the Tomcats.
Penalty is a personal foul against the Buckeyes.
And I didn't see it, but I'm sure the officials did.
That's a big penalty, of course, he said. Trimble
14.
with a 4th and long situation, punting the ball away, and now they've got a first down.
Chance for the second team getting in there and do some good on offense. And maybe they just want to play defense a little while longer.
Buckeyes 7 penalties for 70 yards.
10 for the Tomcats on their own 25-yard line.
And coming in on defensive line, 77, Keller Blackburn wants a few licks. Trace under some heat, fumbles the ball. It's going to be falling on for a score, I believe. Oh, first down. Recovered by number 12 of the Buckeyes, Matt McKinney. Oh, McKinney, you're killing me.
When the Buckeyes were going out on the field for the pregame warm-ups, I saw Matt, and he just looked at me with that big grin on his face. And nice to see.
Have you ever seen a kid, though, that you knew, just look at him, you know he's done something, you don't know what, but you know Matt's done something to somebody. And it won't be malicious, it'll just be in fun. That kid is, oh boy. Quarterback keeper by Jasper Bateman, and you little Jasper, you score. Look over on the sidelines. If you see a man jumping 6 foot in the air, it's Ed. 7:25 remaining. Buckeye scores 46-0.
4 points, boys, and we'll give it to you.
And who's going to attempt the extra point? Jasper?
I'm sure Buckeye's got a smile on his face.
I can't imagine. And the Buckeyes call timeout, 7:25 remaining. A little confusion on the extra point attempt.
Nelsonville-York.
Jasper Bateman to attempt the extra point.
Touchdown for Nelsonville-York. Try for point is no good, and the score remains Nelsonville-York 46.
Extra point attempt no good. Timeout on the field. John Arnold kick off for the Buckeyes. Nice kick by Arnold. Drives Cooper back. And Cooper will be taken down as he gets the ball across the 25-yard line. Gets about to 28.
7-yard line, 4th and 10, Trimble. Chris Glass was the first Buckeye to make contact.
Checking in for the Buckeyes now, I see 66 Justin Burwanger's on the field. Charlie Roberts, Jasper Bateman's out there. 59 is Chuck Brandenberry.
Timeout, Trimble.
And Trimble wants a timeout. 7:17 remaining in contest. Fresh faces for the Buckeyes. I believe number 50, Eric Levering, is in for the Buckeyes on the defensive line. That'll make Dad happy.
Trimble with their second-team offense in.
Number 11, a quarterback. Pitch back. Halfback option pass. Nearly intercepted by number 21, Arnold.
Justin Ginther's pass was intended for Rick Knott, incomplete.
That was Justin Ginther on the pass attempt.
Rick Knott was the intended receiver.
Ginther at quarterback. And we have a delay of game against the Tomcats. I believe deep back is Dustin McClellan. Let me see, is that 30?
The Tomcats for illegal procedure.
And that's 33. And I don't have any idea who 33 is for the Tomcats, do you? Yes, that's Casey Dixon. I'm sorry. You gave it to me at the start of the game. Second and 15. Ginther calling signals. Pitch back to Dixon. Fumble on the play. I believe Trimble recovers it.
On the play is recovered by Trimble.
Move the Cats back. See for the Tomcats, we have number 64 on the field. That's Joe Potter. Number 7 is Rick Knott. Checking in is number 73, John Giffen. And he replaces number 62 coming out. That was Stephen Saunders. Wide to this side, we have number 81, Adam Jago. Try to call as many of them as I can see. Hand off to the deep back. Dixon.
Casey Dixon, the ball carrier for Trimble.
Number 54 on the field for the Tomcats is Derek Shaner. 42 for the Cats is Michael Downs.
Caught by Justin Furwanger, Ryan Fern, Buckeyes.
Checking in is number 78, Joe Canner.
Fourth and long.
Said Canner's a junior, 6